So, what are some of the most common types of financial aid? Well, financial aid can come from a number of different sources. Financial aid can come from the federal or state government. Financial aid can come from the institution that you're attending or the department for which you're majoring in. It can also come from a number of different private agencies. Some of the most common types of financial aid are self help and gift aid. Self help consists of loans for which you'll repay those at the end of your college career, and work study employment, where you'll find a job on campus. Gift aid consists of scholarships and grants. Grants are considered gift aid because you usually do not have to repay those funds. Most grants are based on financial need, and it's determined by filing the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA for short. Scholarships are also considered gift aid. Usually, again, you don't have to repay those funds. Most scholarships are based on your academic merit. So it's based on your high school GPA and your test scores. When I mentioned self-help, I mentioned federal work study. Federal work study is part-time employment that you will find on campus. Work study is based on need, so you're going to need to complete the free application for federal student aid. One thing that you want to make sure you do is when you come to the question that asks if you're interested in work study, you want to make sure you say yes so that you're assured of being awarded those funds if you are eligible. Please make note, any funds that you earn from work study are not subtracted from your bill. Your bill must be paid in full. You will receive a paycheck, either directly deposited to you or sent to you as a paycheck every 2 weeks. Those funds are to be used for transportation and personal expenses. You'll learn more about that in cost of attendance section. Another type of aid is a loan. Loans are borrowed aid, and it can come from the federal government or a private agency. The federal government has two loan programs for undergraduate students: the Federal Direct Subsidized Loan and the Federal Direct Unsubsidized Loan. The Federal Direct Subsidized Loan program is a loan that you will pay 6 months after you graduate, and no interest will be accruing while you're in school. The Federal Direct Subsidized Loan is a need-based program. The Federal Direct Unsubsidized Loan is a non-need-based program. The difference between the two loans is the interest is accruing while you're in school for the Federal Direct Unsubsidized Loan. Now, you'll have the option of either paying that interest off while you're in school or having it deferred and capitalized. And then 6 months after you graduate, you'll be paying on that principal balance as well as all of the interest that it accrued. Freshmen are guaranteed up to $3,500 in the subsidized loan if they have need, and $2,000 in the unsubsidized loan. Now, if a student doesn't have financial need, the student can receive the full $5,500 allotment in the Federal Direct Unsubsidized Loan Program. There are also credit-based programs out there for both parents and students. Parents can borrow through the federal government, and both parents and students can borrow through private agencies. We want to make you aware that you are not required to take out any loans because, again, loans are funds that you're going to have to repay with interest after graduation. For parents, you may be paying those back while the student is still in school. Again, if you do need those funds, we recommend that you take those out, but don't just borrow because you have the eligibility and you can borrow the maximum amount. Only borrow what is needed. When we talked about credit-based loans, I mentioned loans for parents through the federal government. You can learn more about that at studentaid.gov. Parents can apply for a PLUS loan through the federal government. The loan is in the parent's name, and it is for dependent undergraduate students of that parent. Again, this is a credit-based loan, so there will be a credit check run at the time that you apply. You can learn more about the details of the loan, as well as all of the information that you will need to submit with that loan by going to the website below at studentaid.gov. We recommend applying for loans in May. Credit checks are good for 6 months, so by applying in May, this allows the loan to be able to disperse, and it gives you, the parent, enough time to complete all the documents required before school starts. Now, when we talked about private loans, we talked about those being credit based as well. Most of our students aged 18 to 21 haven't established enough credit at this time to be approved on their own. So most of our students do require a cosigner. You can learn more about private loans and how to apply by going to our website listed below at financialaid.wvu.edu. Again, we want you to start this process early enough so that the funds can be here in time for classes to start. So May is a great time to start, as well as keep that credit check good by the time the money disperses. Want you to be aware at this time, those loans will not be certified until after the student has registered for classes. So for our incoming freshman class, with new student orientation taking place in June, we will not be certifying the loans until mid to late June. I hope this information has been helpful.